Hello everyone.
I am back with another averagely edited, painfully awkward, and mildly funny video. Actually, I don't really think it's that funny unless you find suffering funny.
Anywho,
This video is something that none of you asked for, but first, let me give you a little background as to why I thought this would be a good idea. So, recently I found myself in a sort of creative void. Basically, I've been unable to think of any good video ideas, and it's been
very aggravating and very depressing.
So, as any normal mentally unstable person would do, I decided to take to YouTube. I was casually scrolling through my feed when I saw that Joanna Sadia, I think that's how you say her name, I'm not really sure, posted a video where she painted the Starry Night. I watched her video and she made it look like an easy process. I was like,
You know what? I like to paint. I'm fairly experienced in the world of the arts and acrylics.
this should be a piece of cake.
Well,
I'm here to tell you that it was in fact not a piece of cake. I slaved over this overrated, annoying, and mostly blue and white painting for 2 days. 2 days. I slaved over this. It doesn't even look that good. Anyways, overall, I mean, every time I look at it, I just see all the places where I messed up and I just don't want to look at it anymore. But overall, I guess you could say that, like, I'm proud of it, kind of. I'm just over it at this point. I've been looking at this blue, white, and yellow painting for 2 days, and it's consumed my life, and I literally want to burn it.
I'm over it.
But it looks better from a distance, so you're not going to get any closer because the closer you get, the more you see its imperfections. And if you squint your eyes, like, it kind of looks like an exact replica, so like...
I feel like I did pretty good if you ask me.
Like, it kind of looks perfect, so whatever. Considering this drained me of every ounce of emotional and energy I had within me, I'm just gonna say that I'm proud of it. Van Gogh used oil paints to paint his version, I think. I used acrylic paints, and I did attempt to use oils, but I forgot to purchase some of that handy dandy linseed oil to use as a medium to like thin the oil paint, and I decided to just put regular oil paint on a canvas and try to paint it, and it didn't work out. So at that point, I just decided to venture on using acrylic paints because that's what I'm comfortable with, that's what I'm used to working with. And if you look closely at Van Gogh's version, you can see that he uses a bunch of little brush strokes instead of normal definitive ones. And as you'll see in this video, I'm not capable of simple little brush strokes. This is where my crippling ADHD and my too much gene, as the leisurely Jenna Marbles would call it, came into play. There are moments where the painting looks completely fine, but for some reason my body feels the need to add a little bit of extra blue there or add a little bit of white here, thus creating the gigantic clusterfuck that is this. Anyways, I'm going to be your chaperone during this video as I take us through a journey of unfortunate events, indecisive brush strokes, and crippling ADHD via a satisfying time lapse. So bear with me. I began like I would with any normal painting. I sketched out basic objects and was proud of how it looked, but sadly, I didn't realize until after painting almost the entire thing that some of my proportions were way off, specifically that I mistakenly placed the giant-ass poop turd thingy, whatever the f*** you would call that, way too far to the right. I also discovered that I had forgotten to put a star somewhere along the way, but after completing a rough sketch, I began with the blue paint. I figured that since the entire painting is basically just little brush strokes, that this would be a breeze. But, as usual, I'm not capable of doing anything correctly, and I began to randomly put blue paint wherever my soul felt it was needed. After using this much blue paint, I never want to use it ever again. I tried to use little teeny tiny brush strokes, but you'll see in a minute that I just keep going back and trying to fix things, but end up making things a lot worse, and so this painting is the epitome of my existence. Watching these back is infuriating because
Why am I like this?
I don't know what is wrong with me, but I do too much. Then I decided to take a break, which I did every 30 minutes. While I was looking at it, I
hated it.
I have this problem where everything that I make, anything that I make myself, I hate. My videos, anything that I paint, I spend so much time on it that by the end of it and by the time it's done, I hate it. I don't know what is wrong with me. It's not normal. I'm not normal. I have issues. But after taking a break and playing Apex and destroying some 12-year-olds, I continued. This is where things look alright for a second, and then I just decide to fuck it all up by adding in way too much white. Alright, by now I think you guys get the gist, and I'm tired of narrating, so I'm just gonna make this like a cool montage video type of shit, you feel? Yeah, see you in a second. Basically, now we're here. I have been awake because I didn't finish this painting until 4 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
The moon is too dark. It's orange. It's lopsided. This mountain over here, yeah, that shit's ugly. This just looks like I went crazy. This is way too big and not even. I don't even want to talk about this. We're just not going to talk about that. This is probably the dumbest video ever, but I put so much time and effort and energy into it, so you bet I'm gonna make this into a video because I wasted so much time on it. But yeah, this was an emotional roller coaster. It turned out nothing like Joanna Cedilla's or any other tutorials that I watched on YouTube. I have come to the conclusion that I should just stick with painting whatever comes from my mind and not copying people because that shit is way too difficult. It's like, it's boring. Well, no, this wasn't boring. It was fun, but it was aggravating because I'm a perfectionist and I kept trying to like fix mistakes that weren't there. So it resulted in this. Yeah, it's like crooked. It's way too thick at the bottom. This is lopsided and it doesn't look like a moon. It looks like I don't even know what it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. None of you asked for this. None of you asked for anything. That's why I have no video ideas. So if you want to see me do something, then like tell me, because
I'm bored.
And I will basically do anything and try to make it funny, interesting, anything. But as you can see, my face is breaking out as a result of the stress this little bitch caused me. I might send this to Mehmet, you know, because it's like pretty fucking good if you ask me or something. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. While I was painting this, I was having a lot of trouble with just the entire painting in general. And I looked up like how to have a seance and like summon Van Gogh's spirit to like talk to him or possibly get him to like paint it for me, you know? But sadly, I'm not powerful enough for that, and it's dangerous, and he probably wouldn't want to talk to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I have 3 other videos to film today. So if you liked this, I guess like it or something. I don't know. You know the drill. Okay, yeah,
Gotta go, bye.